Hello and welcome to Total War Warhammer. Today I have a replay of a battle that I fought online, and it just seems like forever since I've done this, mostly because it has. And this is just an epic scale battle, massive, large. We got 40 units to command each. Neither of us took advantage of the full extent of 40 units, but I used 39 and he brought 37. So this was a Beastmen versus Dwarfs battle. I was commanding the Dwarfs, and in the patch, I have not been able to get around to this much, but in the patch the Dwarfs have been buffed considerably, and we can see my troops pelting rocks at this Cygor here. And I have a strong position of artillery position at this hill. And these guys are anti-large, so they're going to do quite a lot of damage to these Cygors here. So, as far as the army compositions, I have 6 Dwarf Warriors, 6 Longbeards, 6 Quarrelers, 4 Ironbreakers, 2 Flame Cannons, they seem to have been buffed, 4 Slayers, an Iron Drake's unit, which I have yet to try out, and Thorgrim Grudgebearer, a Runesmith, and a Master Engineer, as well as 4 cannons here. My opponent has brought 4 Cygors. One is getting severely damaged, but it has 22 kills, and these are on Ironbreakers. Yeah, so he's doing pretty well there. So this is like the first phase of combat. He's brought Malagor, the Dark Omen, some Centaurs, a lot of Goreherd with shields, knowing that I'll bring a lot of skirmishers. In the backlines he has some Bestigors with the armor piercing to take down my dwarfs. 2 giants and 4 Cygors. No, 5. It's 4 Ungor Raiders here. Oh, that shot narrowly missed my 2 gyrocopters I forgot about. So yeah, back here my iron breakers are not liking the rocks hurled by those massive giants. But I've successfully knocked one out, cold, and now more missiles are coming from my cannons. Who is getting buffed by this Master Engineer here? Looks pretty freaking sweet. So now the skirmishing phase, I have brought up my Quarrelers because I'm sick of my Ironbreakers taking damage, and I'm starting to shoot this Cygor who's summoning rocks out of the ground. I'm blotting out the the moon. That is one bad moon. So he's going to retreat, but he's going to pull up his Centaurs in a threatening position. And these guys look very chaos corrupted and all sorts of bestial manners. So I'm going to start targeting them with my artillery. That is going to do quite a bit of damage, even with my gyrocopters as well. But one gyrocopter's down from his troops. Now he's bringing up his Ungor Raiders, but they have 15 armor, whereas my Quarrelers have 80 armor and a shield. So this is gonna be no contest. Plus I have 6 to his 4. He is hurling Cygor rocks at my troops as well. And now we can see the missile fight. And over here, he springs a really good trap with his Ungor herd. He comes out from behind. He has 3 units. They have the stock ability, and then charges straight in with the Centaurs with our armor-piercing damage. Dwarfs flying, and now I'm getting charged in the rear with the Ungor herd. So, but I have done a lot of damage to the Centaurs. I'm going to send in the Slayers to reinforce. and they're gonna whirl their axes in anger. The Centaurs are heavily damaged by my gyrocopters with brimstone guns, and my my master engineering is still in here fighting, trying to shoot. So I have pushed back his first wave of Ungor raiders, and I brought Thorgrim Grudgebearer and some Longbeards to make sure they don't get isolated. But the Slayers are normally not so great, but the Ungor herd just have so poor morale that they're gonna do okay. So another Cygor bites the dust, almost. But I am taking casualties from the Cygors because there are 4 of them. There, this guy falls to the ground. But now the hordes approach. He's lost his missile skirmishing. He's sprung his trap, and now it's time for his entire army to move forward. All of his 3 giants, actually, has 3 of them, and he has the Gorbals in the back, which I forgot about. So I'm gonna retreat. These Corlers are no match for his entire army. Even though they are tired, they're gonna run their little legs back as fast as they can. I'm going to pursue his Centaurs with my gyrocopters. But look at these models. I haven't shown the Beastmen on my channel yet, so yeah, this is pretty freaking awesome. I was really excited to have a new faction. Like, I just when they add all the factions, this game is gonna be so amazing. I just hope it's not so expensive as this DLC was. But I'm retreating as quickly as possible, trying to reform my lines. But now I have the flame cannons coming in, and look at that damage. That is really nice. These guys are do not have much armor piercing, but they have explosion, and this is just gonna do work on the Gore herds. So I'm bringing up the Iron Breakers, the defenders of the underway passages. They should be used to this kind of combat, and as well as some Longbeards. But now the combat is truly starting. He has made another assault on my cannons, and I bring in my Dwarf Warriors to reinforce. His Ungor herd are back. But now Thorgrim Grudgebearer gets caught in this melee. I meant to scoot him back, but he catches me here. I'm clicking retreat orders. But now the Satchel Charger, the Iron Breakers are going all over the map here, exploding up on this over here, shaking the camera about, trying to send support for Thorgrim Grudgebearer. But now the Vestigor herd, the elite of the armies. Well, the Minotaur are really elite, but the chosen of the gods, the Gors, are advancing forward. My Slayers are fighting this big giant, and the flame cannons are going throughout here. So just damage on all fronts. I have my Runesmith giving myself a bunch of buffs. But now the Gorbals, truly the elites of the army, are moving forward, and my Slayers are doing their best that they can to push them back, but 3 Gorbals are going to be quite a lot of pain. But I have you can see the powder going off and stumbling this giant, not in combat at all. He's going to suffer. Now we have the Iron Drakes going off on the Vestigors. This is going to be looking really awesome. I've never actually used them in multiplayer, competitive multiplayer. So this is really nice to see him. Now I'm advancing my Thane. This feather crest helmet. Fire pouring above him. I love this game. Flame cannons going off. The Master Engineer sniping at the Gorbals down there. see their massive heads. And the flame cannon's constantly going, oh, the giant falls. He has lived a life, a full life. So now Thorgrim Gutchbear is about to duel Malagor, the Dark Omen, the Crow Father. And it's gonna, the dwarves are gonna stomp over his body. And now I'm bringing the gyrocopters, hopefully drop some bombs in there, cause some panic. Longbeards have pushed back the Gore Herd on the right flank. And I have successfully defended the cannons, but now they're out of ammo, so they're very little use to me now. I'm just gonna, oh, this guy still has ammo. This guy doesn't. Oh, he has a little bit. So, the Slayers doing what they do best, fighting the big monsters of the Warhammer world. And Malagor flees the field from the mighty Thorgrim Grudgebear on his throne of grudges, getting peppered by the reformed Ungor Raiders. And we can see the destruction of the Ironbreakers back here, still throwing the satchel charges or what they have left of them. So we have defended against the onslaught on both right and left flanks, and Thorgrim Grudgebear is now getting isolated in the middle. The Cygors are advancing into melee. They have run out of ammo, and now they're going to get with their into the fight with their rocks they hold in their arms, because they only have one more, I guess. Just gonna stomp all over these guys. And the animations for these Beastmen are awesome. Absolutely amazing. And these flame cannons have been racking up kills the entire game. 27, okay. 104 kills, that's more like it. These guys have just been exploding the bestial chaos men. And now the Iron Drakes get some hand-to-hand combat with their butting their weird things into the goats. And they're gonna push them back. And the gyrocopters are going to chase off the Cygors. Thorgrim Grudgebear approves of the slaughter. And that will be game. So that was, managing 40 units in one battle is pretty tough. Like, some of these guys you can see didn't get involved at all. But it was, yeah, the Runesmith got 0 kills, and a lot of other things got 0 kills, but it's really hard to manage the tiny unit cards. But nonetheless, it was so awesome to fight this battle. Just massive scale, and just trying out the flame cannons, which didn't do horribly. They did they worked for their money, and the Iron Drake saw it as well. Anyway, good game to Chrissy, FR. That was a really fun match, and I'll see you next time.